Hello students, welcome to another session of All Force e-learning program. In this session we shall take up the applications. We will talk about the applications of the electric field intensity. Electric field intensity due to a dipole intensity due to an electric dipole on its equatorial line, So let's take up the applications of this electric field intensity on the equatorial line of a electric dipole. Okay, now so coming to the formula for the electric field intensity. When I consider an electric dipole like this, minus q plus q. The center of the dipole is O. Distances to be measured from O always. So this is minus charge, this is plus charge. Distances from the origin. Equatorial line, this is the equatorial line. Consider any point P on the equatorial line P. Distance of the point is R. These are the lines joining the charges. This way it is. So we have, in the previous episode we have learned the electric field intensity on the equatorial line of a dipole E is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. It's P by R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. Vectorially, this is the magnitude of the electric field. Now, if I take the direction also into consideration, so the direction of the resultant electric field is parallel to the line joining the charges, parallel to the electric dipole, but its direction is opposite to the direction of dipole moment. Dipole moment P bar is from minus to plus q, but the electric field intensity is directed in opposite direction to this. So if I write this vectorially, E bar equatorial is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, opposite minus q by R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. So vectorially this is the formula for the electric field intensity. Whether you take the point on the upper side of this dipole or on the lower side, even if it is on this side also, positive charge will repel, negative charge will attract, the resultant field will be in this direction. So at any point on the equatorial line, the resultant field strength will be parallel to the line joining the charges, but opposite to the dipole moment of the electric dipole. Okay, right. The first application. Now, first magnitude is this. So this is the vector form. Magnitude of the electric field 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. Vector form. Direction is opposite to the direction of dipole moment there. Correct? First point. Suppose if this electric dipole is placed in a medium instead of air. If the charges, if this is in a medium of dielectric constant K. You know, I was telling you, dielectric constant or specific inductivity or relative permittivity, it is the ratio of electrical permittivity of the medium to absolute electrical permittivity of free space. So cross multiplying, epsilon is equal to, it is epsilon naught epsilon r or epsilon naught k. So in a medium, instead of air, suppose if this dipole is in a medium, then the electric field intensity on the equatorial line is 1 by 4 pi. It's not air, it is a medium. So in the medium, electrical permittivity is epsilon. It's minus P bar by R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. Now substituting for epsilon is epsilon naught k. So electric field intensity on the equatorial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught k. It's P. Magnitude, if I consider direction, it is known. So it's P by R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. In a medium, if the electric dipole is placed in a medium, then the electric field intensity magnitude is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, the Coulomb's constant, into P by K, this is dielectric constant of the medium, by R square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. Now, on what factors does this electric field intensity depend? How does the electric field intensity change with respect to the various parameters? If I consider various parameters, first one, the electric field intensity, magnitude of the electric field intensity is directly proportional to the magnitude of the electric dipole moment. So, the electric field intensity on the equatorial line is directly proportional to P, implies E1 by E2 is equal to P1 by P. Second, this electric field intensity is inversely proportional to K, the dielectric constant of the medium. So, E equatorial is inversely proportional to the dielectric constant of the medium. So, that is E1 by E2 is equal to K2 by K1. That is implies E1 K1 is equal to E2 K2. That is placed in a medium, right? Suppose if I compare air and medium, electric field intensity in air, dielectric constant of air is 1, electric field intensity in the medium K. So, therefore, electric field intensity in the medium is EA by K. It is K times less. We have been finding this for a positive charge, for a point charge, for a dipole on the axial line, for any charges, electric field in the medium is always K times less. Medium reduces the strength of the field. Third, the most important this thing. Now, the electric field strength varies inversely with R. Suppose there is a dipole minus Q plus Q. I am considering 2 points on the equatorial line. Let there be a first point A which is at a distance R1 from the center and another point B at a distance R2. Consider 2 points A and B, right? One point at a first point A is at a distance R1 from the center of the dipole. Another point B at a distance R2 from the center of the dipole. Then comparing the electric fields. First, electric field at A, it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, let the medium be air, into P by, now the distance of the point is R1 and this is of course A. Distance of the first point A point is R1. So, from this formula, it is R1 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. Next, now the point of concentration is shifted from A to B. It's not A, now it is B, which is at a distance R2 from the center of the dipole. Then electric field at B, EB is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now the distance of the point B is R2. So it's P by R2 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. The point P is at a distance R2 from the center of the dipole. So therefore P by R2 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. Now these 2 points are different, but it is for the same dipole we are finding the electric field. For the same dipole it is. So dividing both, the constant, Coulomb constant is cancelled. The dipole is same, so PP cancel. Dipole moment is same, right? And even A, the distance of the distributed charges is also same. So dividing EA by EB is equal to 1 by this by 1 by this will go to the numerator and this comes to the denominator. So it is R2 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2 by R1 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. So the ratio of the electric field strength at 2 different points on the electric dipole, EA by EB, so this is EA, electric field at point A, let us say this is E1. EA is E1, right? Cross multiplying this like this. E1 into R1 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2 is E2. So it's E2 into R2 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. You can write it in this form. Or you can even show it as E1 by E2 is R2 square plus A square by R1 square plus A square whole to the power of 3 by 2. that is point A. Here the field is E1. If I imagine EA is E1, EB is E2, then E1 by E2 is inverse. It is R2 square plus A square, R1 square plus A square whole power 3 by 2. So comparison between the electric fields at two different points. Many of the entrance examinations, actually field will be compared with field, electric field intensity compared with various parameters. It depends on three parameters. The strength of the dipole moment P first, the strength of the electrical permittivity, dielectric constant K, and the distance of the point from the dipole. So based on these three things together, these are the factors varying for a electric dipole on the equatorial line of the dipole there. Combining all these three things together, I can write it as E1 by E2 is equal to, first considering the dipole moment, it's P1 by P2. Next, considering the dielectric constant, E1 by E2 is K2 by K1 into, now considering the distance of the point, E1 by E2 is R2 square plus A square by R1 square plus A square whole combined total to the power 3 by 2. So one single formula, right, by which you can find out any comparison between the fields between 2 points for 2 dipoles, for 2 different mediums, and for 2 different points for the same dipole. So the final formula, many of the entrance examinations question will be based on this. Just substitute, remember that formula, substitute, cancel the common terms. Suppose if the dipole is same, distance are different, cancel P. Mediums are different, take medium and distance. No, if medium is same, dipole is also same, distance are different. Dipole is same, medium same, cancel distances. Now distance is same, but mediums are different. Cancel the dipole, distance same, cancel dipole. So whichever way he is going to ask the question, based on that you substitute the thing, right? Let's consider, suppose, so we have for a electric dipole, minus q plus q on the equatorial line, we have evaluated a formula for equatorial line 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, it's p by r square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Now what if it is a short dipole? If it is a short dipole, in the sense distance of the point, the distance of the point r is very much greater when compared to the distance between the charges. R greater than A. Short dipole. The distance between the charges in a dipole is very less when compared to that this is a short dipole represented by a bold arrow like this. So for this, R is very much greater than A. Neglecting R is more, so neglecting A. A is very much small compared to this. So neglecting A, the formula for the electric field on the equatorial line, this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by A is small, neglect, so it's R square whole power 3 by 2. So this two cancel. So the magnitude of the electric field on the equatorial line, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R cube. This is the electric field intensity. Again, right, suppose if this is in a medium, first factor, if this is in a medium of dielectric constant K, so instead of air, if it is medium, then the electric field strength on the equatorial line, you can write it as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K P by R cube. This is the formula for the electric field intensity on the equatorial line of a short dipole. A is negligible, distributing the charges is negligible. So it's 1 by 4 epsilon naught K P by R cube. Again taking the factors, E, first factor, E directly proportional to P. Next factor, E inversely proportional to K. And the third and the most important factor, E inversely proportional to R cube. Now this is called inverse cube law. Now the electric field intensity due to electric dipole varies with distance. Short dipole, electric dipole varies with distance as cube of the distance. Inverse cube law. So E proportional to 1 by R cube. In the sense, suppose there is a short dipole like this. a short dipole. For this short dipole, I am imagining 2 points. One at a distance r1, other at a distance r2. Field here is E1 and field here is E2. You know the direction will be opposite to the dipole moment. We have learned this point, the direction opposite like this. Then comparing E1 E2 for the same dipole. E1 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R1 cube. E2 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R2 cube. For the same dipole it is. So P same. In the same medium E1. So therefore E1 by E2 is equal to, this will go to the denominator. Denominator of denominator goes to numerator. So it's R2 cube by R1 cube. So it obeys inverse cube law, 1 by R cube. Inverse cube law. That is E1 R1 cube is equal to E2 R2 cube. This is the comparison between the electric fields at two different points due to a short dipole on the equatorial line. E1 R1 cube is E2 R2 cube. Suppose, based on this, suppose he is going to ask a question like this. If, now let us take an example based on this. Imagine a short dipole. This is a short dipole. Initially there is a point P at a distance r. The field at point P is E naught. Let's say the field is E naught here. Now the distance of the point of concentration is doubled, right? Now the point P shifted to here where the distance is 2r. Then what would be the electric field at that point? So therefore first electric field at point P, initially it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, dipole moment is P by R cube. P by R cube. Now the new point here, it is at a distance, let the field be E dash. At the new point, right, let's say Q. At a distance twice the earlier distance. Now E dash is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, same dipole P, but the distance is 2r whole cube. Dividing both. This cancel and even this cancel. E dash by E naught is 1 by 2r cube, 8r cube by 1 by this. This will go up. So into r cube. R cube cancel, it's 1 by 8. So implies E dash is E naught by 8. So on the equatorial line, if the distance of the point is doubled, then field becomes 1 by 8 of the initial electric field. It changes 1 by 8. That is E naught by 2 cube. It decreases 2 cube times. Similarly, if the distance is tripled 3 times, then it is 3r whole cube. E dash will be, distance is 3r. It is 3r whole cube. So it will be 1 by 3 cube. That is E naught by 27. Then it will be E naught by 3 cube, 27. Had the distance been 4 times, 4 cube, it decreases 4 cube. So if the distance of the point on the equatorial line is changed to n times the initial distance is changed to n times, then the field becomes, as compared to the initial electric field intensity, the new electric field intensity will be E naught by n cube. This is the comparison for the distance of the electric field with respect to comparison for the electric field intensity with respect to the distance of the point on the equatorial line. If the distance is increased n times, then the field reduces n cube times. Similarly, if the distance is reduced n times, if the distance is made half, so here it will be 1 by 2 whole cube. Then 8 goes to the numerator. Field becomes 8 times, 2 cube times. Right? So, if the distance is reduced n times, then field becomes n cube times E naught. A very good comparison. If the distance of the point is reduced n times, it becomes n cube. If the distance is increased n times, here it is increased n times, then the field decreases n cube times. If the distance is decreased by n times, field becomes n cube times. It increases n cube times. If the distance is halved, it becomes 8 times. Distance is made 1/3, 27 times. 1/4, 64 times. So on and so forth. Okay. application of this electric field intensity on the equatorial line. Now, the question was given like this. Imagine a short dipole, a short electric dipole like this. So here it is minus q, actually here it is plus q, represented by a bold arrow like this. And the direction of the electric field intensity is minus 2 plus q like this. The question says this way. There are 2 points regarding the short dipole. The first point A at a distance d on the axial line of the dipole. Second point B at the same distance d on the equatorial line of the dipole. The question is, what is the comparison ratio of the electric field due to these two? The ratio of the electric fields due to these two, if the points first point is on the axial line, then second point is on the equatorial line. Now, first of all, this is a short dipole. So for a short dipole, I need not take the length of the dipole. I am not bothered about the length of the dipole. So only dipole moment is to be considered. Now, the electric field on the axial line, point A is on the axial line. We know, we have evaluated electric field on the axial line EA is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. I am taking the magnitude. It is 2p by r cube on the axial line. Now the point A, axial line A is on the axial line, distance is d. So the electric field at point A, axial line E, magnitude, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. The dipole moment of the electric dipole, P, 2p, the distance is dq. Equation 1. Now considering the second point is given on the equatorial line of the dipole, point B. So now the electric field on the equatorial line of the dipole, only magnitude we shall consider. It's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. On the equatorial line of the dipole, we know that we have just evaluated. For the equatorial line, EEQ, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by RQ. So therefore it is P by, the distance is same, it's dq. Distance is same dq. So therefore dividing both the Coulomb constant, it is the same dipole for which we are comparing. So for the same dipole, P also cancel, and the distance of the points what we have considered is also same. So D also cancel. So therefore electric field on the axial line, magnitude of the electric field on the axial line is cross multiplying 2 times the magnitude of the electric field on the equatorial line, like this. So if we compare the electric field intensity due to a short dipole, right, taking one point on the axial line, other on the equatorial line at same distance, then electric field on the axial line is twice the electric field on the equatorial line. So on the axial line, electric field is stronger. On the equatorial line, the electric field is weak. So on the axial line, electric field is twice the electric field on the equatorial line. Magnitude wise, what is the ratio? Ratio of the electric field on the axial line to the electric field on the equatorial line, it's 2:1. 2:1. So E axial is twice E equatorial. Now suppose if I consider vectorially, even the direction wise, we know for an electric dipole on the axial line, the electric field strength is in the direction of the dipole moment. So that is E axial. If I take vector, not the magnitude. So if I take vector, it's in the direction. So it's 2p by r cube plus, it's plus same direction, 2p by r cube. And vectorially, if I take the on the equatorial line, the direction of the electric field intensity is opposite to the dipole moment. It is opposite, parallel to the dipole, but opposite. So on the equatorial line, vectorially it is minus p. Now comparing these both, if I compare these both, I get E axial vectorially, this dividing by this. E axial is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube. E equatorial is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus p by r cube vector. So PP magnitudes cancel, so therefore no, 2 exists. So E axial vectorially is minus 2 times E equatorial vector, equatorial field vector. So the electric field intensity on the axial line is twice, magnitude wise it is twice, but the direction is opposite to the electric field on the equatorial line. So when I consider the vector into consideration, the direction of the axial and equatorial, magnitude wise it is double, but direction wise it is opposite. It is opposite. Magnitude ratio if I take it is twice, but the direction it is opposite. So therefore E axial is minus 2 times E equatorial for the same dipole. For the dipole moment is same. If the dipole moment is same, so E axial is equal to minus 2 times E equatorial line. The same question he is going to ask you like this. Same thing in other form. In other form he is going to ask you the question like this. Now look, it's like this. An electric dipole. So this is an electric dipole like this, a bold arrow, right? This is an electric dipole whose dipole moment is P. At a point on the axial line somewhere here, let's say point A. At a point on the axial on the axial line of the short electric dipole of dipole moment P, the electric field intensity is E. Let's say E naught. Now, if the dipole is tilted about its midpoint, if the dipole is rotated about its midpoint, let's suppose this is the dipole about its midpoint, if it is rotated through 90 degrees, if the dipole is rotated through 90 degrees at its about its axis, about its midpoint, right, perpendicular through 90 degrees, what would be the resultant electric field at the same point A after being tilted? So initially the dipole is like this, point A, so this is E naught. Now it is on the axial line, let the distance be D. So E naught is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, it is on the axial line, so the formula is 2p by d cube. Now this dipole is twisted, it is tilted through 90 degrees like this, turned through 90 degrees. Now same point P here, this dipole, it is now tilted through 90 degrees, it is turned through 90 degrees, right, like this, it is turned through 90 degrees. Instead of this dipole, if this is the dipole is like this, same dipole moment P, then he is asked you to find out what would be the electric field intensity at this same point A, which is at same distance T. Now please look at the diagram. Initially the point P lies on the axial line of the dipole, but now the point P lies on the equatorial line of the dipole. You see, this is the dipole, so this is minus q, this is plus q, dipole moment is from minus to plus like this. This is the axial line and this is the equatorial line here, equatorial line. On the axial line the direction of the electric field is like this, so initially its E naught is like this. Now it is on the equator at this point, same, when the magnet is when the dipole is tilted through 90 degrees, turned through 90 degrees like this, the same point now appears to be on the equatorial line of the dipole. Now the electric field due to this one will be here, let the electric field be E dash, new electric field E dash. The point lies on the equatorial line, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. We know the formula for a short, this is a short dipole, neglect the length of the dipole, A we don't consider. Dipole moment is P, it's P by the distance of the point is D, this is dq, this is dq. So therefore when the dipole is in this form, the point P, the point A lies on the axial line, the field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 2p by dq. Now when the dipole is turned through 90 degrees, now the same point appears to be on the equatorial line of the dipole. So it's 1 by 4 epsilon p by dq. dividing these two. So if I divide this cancel, it's the same dipole and same point. So E naught by E dash is 2 by 1, cross multiplying. So E dash is E naught by 2. So if the dipole is turned through 90 degrees, dipole is tilted through 90 degrees like this, then field at the same point becomes half. It's becoming half. So the same question what earlier the question was very direct. If I consider point on the axial line, then I consider point on the equatorial. It is very clear. Axial we know 2p by d cube, equatorial we know 2p by d cube. We have divided, we got the answer. But instead of giving the question in that form, clearly he gives it in this way. An electric dipole is placed in this form. Initially the point A lies on the axial line. Initial electric field intensity is E naught. Now the dipole is turned through 90 degrees, tilted through 90 degrees. So when the dipole is turned through 90 degrees, the same point now this will be its axial line. The point will now appear to come on the equatorial line of the dipole. So now the formula is P by d cube, field becomes half. Right? Same question given in different form. So in entrance examinations, the questions will be given in different. Question is same, but the presentation, the depiction of the question, the way the question is being presented, it differs. So you should be able to understand the thing there. So very beautiful question. A dipole, initially the point A lies on the axial line, field is E naught. Now the dipole is turned through 90 degrees. When the dipole is, initially this is like this here. When the dipole is turned through 90 degrees, its axial line becomes in this direction. Now this will be its equatorial line. The field becomes half. So E dash is E naught by 2. Right? So this way the question is asked. And another question. Now suppose there is a short dipole. A short dipole is placed at the origin of the xy plane. Right? It's a Cartesian 2D plane. A short dipole is placed, its dipole moment is P, is placed at the origin. Now he is asking to consider 4 points. Consider 4 points A, B, C and D. Consider 4 points A, B, C, D on the x and y axis as shown in the figure like this. So the dipole is initially at the origin 0, 0. Point A is on x-axis. Point A on x-axis. Let the point E having coordinates A, 0. Now point B, same distance from the dipole it sits. Consider 4 points A, B, C, D at same distance from the dipole. But point A is A, 0. Point B, it's 0, A on y-axis. Distance is same. Point C on x-axis, but on the negative side, the other side, it's minus A, 0. And point D on the negative y-axis, 0, minus A. Right? A very good question. Now this question includes all the 2 cases of the electric dipole, both on the axial line and the equatorial line, both put together. He is asking you to compare the electric fields at these 4 points. Right? He is asking you to compare the ratio of the electric field at all the 4 points, both magnitude wise and direction wise. Let's do it. Consider an electric dipole, this is P, placed at the origin, right? 0, 0. The center of the dipole is at the origin. Now consider point A. The point A now lies on the x-axis. That is, it is along the length of the dipole, axial line, the line joining the charges, axial line. Distance of the point is A. Distance of the point is A. So at this point A, the electric field EA is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Short dipole. So simply you have to take the distance of the point. Dipole moment is P. Since it is axial line, we have to take 2P. Axial line we have to consider 2P. First let's take only the magnitude, later we will talk about the direction. So at point A lies on the axial line. So on the axial line, the electric field strength is 2p, and it's a short dipole. So distance of the point is A. It's AQ. Right? So at point A, it is like this. Coming to point C, even point C also lies on the same axial line extended like this. Even at this point EEC, this is also 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This point is also on the axial line. This is the axial line. Whether on this side or this side, it is same. It's 2p by the distance of the point here also it is A. Same. So therefore, EA and EC, mod EA is equal to mod EC. Magnitudes are same. Even the directions are also same. You know, on the axial line, the direction is parallel to the dipole moment, right? This way. So whether it is on this side or this side, the direction is same. So vectorially, EA is EC. Since the points are at same distance, the dipole is same. So EA bar is EC. Consider 2 points B and C. Point B now lies on the equatorial line. On the equatorial line, field is opposite to the dipole moment, and EB, it's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right? For a dipole, it's P by short dipole, only distance AQ. Direction this way, it's minus P. And even at point D, here also this is on the equatorial line only, right? So therefore, here also ED is also 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P opposite, because dipole moment is towards positive x-axis, this is towards negative x-axis, by AQ. So comparing these both, EB vector is equal to ED vector, both are equal. So EA and EC both are equal to like this. This is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by AQ, and EB, ED, B and D both are opposite. It's 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus P by AQ. Right? So this is 2P by AQ and this is minus P by AQ. So field at A, field at C both are equal in magnitude and direction. Field at B, field at D both are equal in magnitude and direction. Since it's the same dipole, distance are equal. Actually, these 4 points are the points on a circle. On points of a circle of radius A, origin O. Right? So origin is at O. Now comparing these two, here the magnitude is 2P by AQ, but here the magnitude is P by AQ. So therefore, magnitude wise, EA is equal to EC, but EB and ED are half of it. So this is more. These two are more than mod EB and mod ED. So B and D same, A and C same, but A and C both are greater than B and D there. Yeah, if you write the inequality, inequality is like this. If you compare the magnitudes, mod EA is equal to mod EC twice mod EB twice mod ED. But you see, here it is P by D cube, it is 2P by D cube. So field at A and C will be 2 times the field at B and D. So if field at A and C is 2 times the field at B or 2 times the field at C. The ratio EA is to EB is to EC is to ED. It's 2 is to 2 is to 1 is to 1. This is EC and this is B. So A and C are the points equal. A and C equal. They are twice the fields at B and D. So 2 is to 2 is to 1 is to 1 ratio. Ratio wise, equality, inequality, comparison vectorially, all this, right? Thank you.